Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Ludney, and today I wanted to bring you a video about life in Canada as a whole, and especially university, things that you should know before coming to university in Canada. So if you're interested in seeing this video, keep watching. So if you're new to my channel, before we get started, don't forget to like, sub, and leave your comment down below if you like this video. So let's get it right into it, guys. And I've done all my I've done all of my university studies here in Canada. So I wanted to share with you things that I've learned and things that I think international students should be aware of before coming here to study in Canada. So number one is that education is not free here. It's not even free for people who are Canadian. It's not free for resident people or resident of Canada. But it's not free for anybody. And price of education for international students in Canada are like three to four times higher than for Canadians. So keep that in mind. Education is not free and it's not cheap. It's more affordable than the US clearly, but it's not cheap at all. So you need to be aware of the price of an education here. And number two is that if you are doing a major here, it's very open. You can do multiple one and mix the major that you want. So if you're doing, let's say, economic, you can mix it with political science. If you're doing history, you can mix it with something else. A lot of the majors here are pretty free. You can mix and choose different things. So I feel like education system here is pretty open, which allowed you to do a variety of stuff that you might be interested in, and to see if you do like a minor in one thing and you don't like it as much, you don't have to finish your bachelor in it. You can choose to do a major on something else. So I feel like that's a good plus if you want to come study here and just feel free to explore. Number three is the thing that I think you should know is before choosing a major here in Canada, and especially if you're planning on going back to your home country, you need to check to see if the things you're gonna study here are gonna apply to your country. Because I feel like you can come here and study economics or study study law or something, but you might not be able to use your law degree in your home country, and that might be like something that you need to keep aware of. And if you're studying with the plan of staying here in Canada, and you also need to be aware of what are the most important degrees, I guess, or degrees that are gonna help you get a job if that's what you're interested in. If you don't just want to study because you are interested in the subject, but you want to study because you want to get a job and have a stable job or something like that, you still should be aware of like, is it something that you're gonna be able to work in, or do you need to do some other degrees? So let's say you have a bachelor in history, that doesn't automatically equal to like a job. You might have to do a master in something else, or you might have to do a master so you can teach if that's what you want. So you need to keep those things in mind before you pick your major. Number four is that if you want to stay here after your studies in Canada, and especially in Quebec, and you want to apply for a permanent residence card, you should be aware that depending on who's in power, you might be able to fact track your permanent card or not. So right now, with the government that we have in place, the prime minister decided that some studies will get a fast track because the job market asks for them and others don't. So that's something that you might need to keep in mind choosing your major, or if you want to apply for a permanent resident card afterward. Okay. Number five is that when you now choose your major, you're gonna start to study your first semester, your N, whatever. You need to know that you can choose whatever classes that you want. Mostly, some of them are like you might not be able to choose them, but if you want to choose some class, you don't have to like just stick to what they propose to you. You can choose one class now, or you can let one class go and take it in the summer. You don't have to like pick 5 classes every semester. You can take 4 here and then do whatever you want in a way that's more comfortable for you and your pace of study, instead of just doing the 5 classes and not get good grades in them, so you fall, like, and you lose your money. So keep that in mind. If you cannot take 4 classes, or if you cannot take 5 classes, you need to talk to the school and figure out what's best for you. Number 6 is that I know we have a really good healthcare system here, but you still need to be aware that some things are not like covered, like eyesight or glasses or medication. So you need to take your school insurance, because they have them. Just take it. That's gonna help you a lot if you want to, like, do your dental service or anything like that. Those gonna be helpful to you, so you can enjoy healthcare, a real coverage of healthcare. So put some money on your budget to pay for those things, and take your school insurance if they have them, because I think most schools here offer them, so that you are covered. Number 7 is that networking here, especially at the university, is really important. You need to go to the 5 to 7 activities that they have in school. You need to participate and make friends and do all the type of stuff that you might not be interested in, but they're gonna help you later on if you're staying in Canada, especially if you want to get a job, or if you want someone to refer you to some job that they have, or an interest that you have. Especially people in your major and your university, you need to have a university life. Like, you need to enjoy getting to know people and not just stay in your room, or just be by yourself, because I feel like networking is really the reason that why university exists as a whole. Education is well, but like, network is really, really important. So do networking, keep that in mind. Number 8 is one that I feel like most people don't know, especially if you don't live in Quebec. Since you've been like small, you might not be aware of that, but there's something called CEJAP here, and that thing is really important when it comes to the job market. So what I mean is that you might have a bachelor, which is higher than the CEJAP degree, but you might get less money. Let's say you have a bachelor in political science, you might not be able to find a job with that bachelor, But if you have a DCS, which is a diploma, college diploma, like a technical diploma, and whatever, you might be able to get a better job and get better pay with that than your bachelor, which is crazy, I feel like, because I just don't understand why a system is made people who pay a lot of money to go to university to have a bachelor, but someone who pay less money just to have a CEJAP degree get more money than you, more job opportunity. The only thing that I feel like kind of explain that is the fact that most of them get a technical degree, which means like they know what they are doing at that one thing, so it's like a specialty. So you do that, and bachelor is different. It's just you study a field, even though you have a lot of knowledge or way of studying of things you've learned in your bachelor. It's not the same as a technical degree, and most people don't know that. And that's why if you're coming here to university, you might want to know, if you're coming to Quebec especially, do you want to go to a college, to a CEJAP to get your degree, or do you want to go to university? Depending on what you're studying. If you're studying law, university is best, but if you want to study some other type of bachelor, like a political science or any other type of bachelor that you might not see a way of getting a job right away, you might want to go to a CEJAP if that's what you're interested in. Number 9 is that I know coming to university here, depending on what age you are, there's a lot of people, and I don't know how to explain them, but like scout that college here like sent to other countries to recruit people to come here. But one thing they don't tell you is that if you already have a degree, let's say, and you move here, and it's not like going to university as a whole, but you already have your university degree from your own university on your own home college, some of them might not be recognized. So you need to search to see if the system here gonna recognize your degree before coming here, even if you wanted to like do further education here. I feel like that's something that's really important for people to know. Like in Quebec, they come to your country and they come here, but the moment you come here, some of them are not recognized, and you find yourself doing job that you don't want to do because you don't have any other ways, and that's like the only thing that you can do, and now you're not working on the field that you studied. So keep that in mind. Number 10 is that finding a job after university might be something really complicated. Even though you have your degree and you're looking for a job, most of them gonna ask you for experience. So if when you are at university, it's good for you if you're able to get a job. So that way you have something to push in your curriculum vitae, so that you can have some experience while you're at school, so that when you're out of school, when you're done, you have some experience in the field that you want to work in. So that's why I feel like that's the last thing that I'm going to tell you. Get some experience while you are at the university, so you are able to find a job faster, more easier afterwards. So if you watch all of that, thank you for watching. So if you're interested in seeing videos like that, please leave a comment down below. Let me know if those help you out. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you next time.